Okay, sellers, this is a big one. Here's why you want to price your house correctly right out of the gate. Hey guys, Erica Galinas here, and today we're going to talk about a big one. We're going to talk about how to price your house. This is by far the trickiest thing when you want to sell your house. You obviously want to make as much money as you can. You don't necessarily have the information you need, so you talk to your agent. The agent gives you that information. Sometimes that information may be kind of hard to hear, so let's talk about the two major reasons why you want to price your house for sale correctly right out of the gate. Okay, the first one is kind of basic, makes a lot of sense, but you want to make sure that your house comes up on searches for the buyers who are searching for a house like yours. Houses are basically priced based on, 4 or 5 core things. Number of bedrooms, number of baths, square footage, age of the house, location, and condition. So that's 6 things. What your agent should be giving you when you sit down for that meeting is comparable sales. So houses that sold in the past 60 to 90 days with about the same amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage in the same location, in the same condition. So the condition thing is where it gets tricky. The rest of them you can't really dispute. I mean, everybody has an address. You know what the address is. But you may think your house is in really, really good condition. The agent may think your house is in, good condition. That affects the pricing and where you want to start. So let's say the agent says your house is worth $300,000 and you're like, you know what? I think we should price it at $330,000 to leave room for negotiations. The number one reason why that doesn't work is because buyers who are looking for houses similar to yours have a pre-approval letter that has an amount on it, and that amount is telling them basically what kind of house they can get. So the buyer, looks at what they need, location, number of bedrooms, stuff like that, and they have their agent set up a search with those criteria plus the price range. You're targeting a certain kind of buyer. That's who's probably going to buy your house. So they have a certain price range because that's what all the comparables say. So when you price it over what those comparables say by $10,000 or $20,000, they're not looking in your price range. So the buyers for your house are looking at a price range of $310,000 tops, and the people who are looking in the $330,000 price range are finding houses that are better than yours. So you get stuck in a limbo. The buyers who actually would buy a house like yours don't even see it because it's not priced right, and the buyers who have that budget are going to buy something that's better for that price. I understand absolutely that you want to leave room for negotiation or to see, the best you can do in the market. But unfortunately, when you overprice in that way, because you're not targeting the buyers that are going to buy your house, you have a very low likelihood of finding a buyer. The second big problem with overpricing your house out of the gate, and honestly one of the things that I absolutely hate to hear on a listing appointment is, well, we'll just price it here and let people just make an offer. The seller's thinking goes, well, let's put it on the market at this higher price. Maybe we can catch somebody who wants to overpay for a house. But if they really want a house and they don't want to pay $330,000, just have them make an offer what they can afford to pay. It doesn't work that way. In addition to what we just talked about, that the buyers who are going to buy your house can't even see it in their searches. The issue is that you have appeared to overprice your house because you have overpriced your house. So a buyer who is looking in that price range, who finds your house, is going to walk in and automatically have kind of a negative view of the house. They know that that house has been priced at the very, very top of what the market will bear. They're going to walk in and they're going to expect something really fantastic. Maybe some great updates, maybe additional finished space, finished basement, something like that. Something that's really going to justify that, $20,000 or $30,000. And if your house doesn't have it, they're not going to like your house. And because you've priced your house that way, the expectation is that that's how much money you want for your house. So any buyer is not going to just make an offer because they assume it's going to be a losing offer. The only real way around this as an agent to market a property where I've been told, just have them make an offer, is to put something, there's like a secret agent remarks in the MLS where we talk about, room dimensions or title work or something like that doesn't really have anything to do with the marketing of the house. Certainly what I can put on there is seller says make an offer. But imagine you're house shopping and your agent says, yeah, I'll set up a showing for this house. It's at the top of your price range. Look here in the notes, it says make an offer. As a buyer or a buyer's agent, you're going to think one of two things. One, there's something very wrong with the house. So the seller knows that there's this big problem, so hey, just make an offer. The second thing you think is, man, this seller must be really desperate to sell if they're just like, hey, make an offer. In the first case, a condition problem that doesn't exist, I don't know that you'll ever be able to overcome this, suspicion that there's something wrong. And the second thing, that kind of desperate seller thing, that means you're going to get lower offers than you are otherwise, because the buyer pretty much knows that you are super desperate to get rid of the house and are willing to negotiate anything. Those are really the two biggest problems with overpricing your house. There's other stuff, obviously. Homes that have been on the market for a long time and have continual price drops, $2,000 here, $5,000 here, $2,000 here over the course of, 5 or 6 weeks. That looks like really bad on the MLS. That looks bad to buyers because they don't necessarily know that you've overpriced your house. They just know that you can't sell it, you keep dropping the price, and there must be something wrong. Of course, the thing that's wrong is that you've overpriced the house in the first place, but the buyer doesn't know that. Now, I know that you want to get the absolute possible most you can get out of your house. Of course, I want that for my own house. I have a fiduciary duty as an agent to make sure that happens for you. But also as an agent with a fiduciary duty to you, I know that if you overprice your house, you will end up with less money at the end than if you had priced it appropriately in the first place. Also, think about it this way. An agent will tell you how to price your home correctly. Here's the comps, here's where we are, here's our extras, here's our condition, let's price it at this. So if you price it correctly, you'll hit the market correctly, be, on the market for the appropriate amount of time and get the money that you would have anyway. But if you're suspicious that your agent just wants to sell your house real quick so they can make a buck and they're underpricing your house, do you know what happens? What happens is you end up with multiple offers and generally end up over your list price anyway, particularly in the market we have going on right now. If that is your big concern, that you are going to be underpriced, you will know about it almost right away because you will have numerous showings the first week and more than likely multiple offers. There is absolutely no danger if your house is underpriced that you are somehow going to get less money for it. If you price your house appropriately, you'll get the appropriate number of showings and the appropriate offer in the appropriate time frame. If you overprice your house, you will get less showings, you will get less offers, and you will end up getting less money than you would have if you had priced your house correctly in the first place. I know how tricky pricing a house is, so comment down below and let me know what you think about this stuff. Also, obviously, I've been an agent for a long time. If you do have any questions about selling and pricing your house, if you're a buyer, you're kind of trying to figure out if something is overpriced, give me a call or text me anytime at 219-765-2062. If it's easier, you can always email me at hsbyerica@gmail.com. I can help you nationwide, and certainly if you need an agent in your area, I can give you a referral to an excellent one. Also, please check out my website at homesalesbyerica.com. I do have a full seller's guide on there. It talks about pricing and a bunch of different stuff about selling. There's also a buyer's guide. You can do a home search there. Request evaluation. There's links to other buyer and seller videos. And there is a chat link. So if you want to click on that and get a hold of me, we can talk. Also, if it's your first time here, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I do buyer and seller videos every week. I also do market updates weekly for my local area around here. Plus, I have a lot of little shorts, so instead of watching a long video, you can get a quick 30-second tip on how to really get your house sold well. Thanks, guys, and I will see you next Tuesday.